Good morning, everyone, and happy daylight savings time. Today we are having a celebration of Irish poetry and spring, and I wanted to share this story from one of my favorite Irish authors, Oliver Jeffers. I have shared some of his stories with you before because I love his sense of irreverent humor and his delightful illustrations. So this is a story that really touches on that style of humor as well as the joy of one boy who goes out to fly a kite on a spring day. This is Stuck by Oliver Jeffers. It all began when Floyd's kite became stuck in a tree. He tried pulling and swinging, but it wouldn't come unstuck. The trouble really began when he threw his favorite shoe to knock the kite loose. And that got stuck too. So he threw up his other shoe to knock down his favorite shoe, and unbelievably, that got stuck too. In order to knock down his other shoe, Floyd fetched Mitch. And cats get stuck in trees all the time, but this was getting ridiculous. Floyd fetched a ladder. He was going to sort this out once and for all. And up he threw it. I'm sure you can guess what happened. Now, the ladder was borrowed from a neighbor and would definitely need to be put back before anyone noticed. And in order to do so, Floyd flung a bucket of paint at it. And wouldn't you know it, the bucket of paint got stuck. Then Floyd tried. A duck to knock down the bucket of paint, a chair to knock down the duck, his friend's bicycle to knock down the chair, the kitchen sink to knock down the friend's bicycle, Floyd's front door to knock down the kitchen sink, the family car to knock down their front door, the milkman to knock down the family car, an orangutan to knock down the milkman, who surely had somewhere else to be, a small boat to knock down the orangutan, a big boat to knock down the small boat, a rhinoceros to knock down the big boat, a long-distance truck to knock down the rhinoceros, the house across the street to knock down the long-distance truck, a lighthouse to knock down the house no longer across the street, a curious whale in the wrong place at the wrong time to lock down the night house, and they all got stuck. A fire engine was passing and heard all the commotion. The firefighters stopped to see if they could help at all. And up they went. First the engine, followed by the firefighters, one by one. And there they stayed, stuck between the orangutan and one of the boats. Firefighters would definitely be missed, and Floyd knew he was in big trouble. And then he had an idea and went to find a saw. And he lined it up as best he could and hurled it up into the tree. And that was it. Wouldn't you know it, there was no more room left in the tree, and the kite came unstuck. Floyd was delighted. He had forgotten all about his kite and put it to use immediately, enjoying the rest of his day very much. That night, Floyd fell asleep exhausted. Though before he did, he could have sworn there was something he was forgetting. I hope you enjoy this beautiful spring day. And like Floyd, find some way to have fun.